Hey, what's up, guys? It's Dave. I'm going to go over my focus list for the week and develop a plan for potential entries for the week. I just made a current list that I am in, so I'm not really trying to trade too much this week. I'm going to try and see what the market wants to do, especially with inauguration tomorrow. In the market is closed. I want to see what these names will do. However, it's still a good habit to kind of build potential plans to be prepped. Here is my weekly focus list. I have it organized. Actually, you know what? Let me go this way here. I have it organized by position in 20-day range. So firstly, we have INTC. I just kind of like this potential double bottom here. It's been chip chopping. I'm not going to add that to this week. A lot of the names, I'm going to scroll through here. A lot of the names that you'll look on here most of them are above the 10 EMA, 5 SMA, 20 EMA, and trending upwards. I missed hood on the breakout here. SMTC, I'm already in this on a breakout and retest. Marvel looks pretty solid. I'm going to create an alert here for the break of that high for a potential breakout. And I'm going to send that to my this week list. ULCC, I'm already in. GEV, I watched this happen right here. Never pulled the trigger and I missed it. So I am not necessarily looking to chase this price movement. If price wanted to pull back maybe to the 10 EMA, I might take a shot at it, especially if we wanted to try and retest this low of the gap. I wouldn't mind that, but it's not on the top of my list for this week. AMAT, 2 gappy, VRT. If it wants to break this level here, which continues to be a supply area, then I can see maybe this 145.57 being a potential target there. PayPal, I'm in this in my long-term account. A little too choppy for me to actually trade. AMBA, I think this was like from my drone watch list that I have. I would be interested in that if it wants to break those highs. It is a little extended. I would prefer it to pull back and chop around to let these MAs catch up and then break higher. That's what I would want. I probably won't actually buy that. CEG, miss this dude. Let's zoom out here. Beautiful breakout, retest, and it just continues to run higher. This will be on my pullback list, like to the 10 EMA. So on a deeper pullback, I wouldn't mind purchasing that, but it's not really a setup that's ready to trade. This needs to chill out, in my opinion. I'm not chasing it. Have fun if you do. Good luck. ARRY. This was a name. I forgot which one of I think this was from TAN ETF. This is just consolidating sideways. You can see it has a look below and fail. And then it's still in range. So it's not moving just yet, but I'm keeping an eye on it. RCL. This is a nice downtrend line break. And it's above the shorter term MAs. It finally broke the 50. It is holding out. It's finding supply here at this 243-ish level again, 243 to 240 level again. So I wouldn't mind a pullback in here, but if we have some sort of pullback around 236-ish, I would be a potential buyer here, especially if the 10 EMA wants to catch up. Either way, or even a pullback lower to retest this to create some sort of higher low, I would be a potential buyer in there. It would just have to show me some sort of turnaround. QCOM, let's see. Interesting if it breaks this price of whatever I just set that at. Let's say 166. It looks like it kind of wants to turn around. However, it's just in a large range here. So this would be a short-term trade, maybe with a target of the 200 SMA of 175. I'm not going to add it to this week's chart. ALGT, I'm not chasing this thing, but just look at that beautiful grind of the 20 EMA, 10 EMA. It just respects that beautifully. Snow, this is a huge gap. Couldn't fill it. Nice little higher low versus these for sure. And now it's just kind of finding supply here at the 173. SE, I don't think Snow is quite ready in my opinion yet. SE, I do like this look. It's back in this range after undercutting it all. Let me line it out for you. So this was support. It broke that support. It retested it. It moved, trended lower, and found support at this around this 102 prior breakout area. Double bottomed there, broke that high, confirmed it, held over it, and now it's moving higher back into that range. So I would say opposite end target is 119-ish. However, it's moved already. I would be interested in the potential breakout if it wants to break that and retest. However, I would want that over the next couple weeks, not so short, because it's already had a decent move. SNCY, I would be looking at this. I'm putting at for this week. This is potentially ready to go. Have an alert here, the break of these highs. It might want to run. KTOS, I missed this one. Breakout, huge move, consolidating. I don't know what's going to do. I'm not chasing it. AAL, holding above these highs. I don't know. This just might be a grinder. I have a lot of Jets names in here. Jets ETF, that is. Bros, breakout, retest, missed it. Maybe it wants to pull back to the 10 EMA. However, this is a nice look. I would not mind and potentially entering this on a 10 EMA pullback to see what it wants to continue on doing. CART, I'm pretty sure, was a pretty solid look. Yeah, broke this resistance flip, a resistance, prior resistance to potential support flip. It is holding it. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 days over it now. So maybe this wants to grind back upwards. I'm sure it's over the anchored VWAP from this high. It's over the shorter term MAs. I do like the look of CART if it wants to break those highs there. I am going to send that to, this is ready to trade if it breaks that alert there. CART, all right, MSTR. A lot of names in crypto. This is interesting. I think this needs to settle down. VST, I am in this. I bought this breakout and the retest. I bought the retest of the breakout, and I'm looking for it to run higher. Obviously, I am long it. UAL, breakout and a retest. So I do like this look. This is a potential entry for this week, in my opinion, especially if it wants to break the high of Friday for a continued run. Stop loss would be somewhere around 103 or so. Yeah, I do like the look of UAL. Next, we have Sophie. I'm in Sophie long-term wise. Nice support, undercut it, bounced, undercut it even more, made a new low, failed to go lower, and now we have a new high. So this looks pretty solid overall. I'd be interested in like a pullback to the 1020 in here to set a higher low versus this. Otherwise, it's just it's moved pretty high. I'm going to leave that alert there. I don't know if it's quite ready this week, though. I think after last week's move, it needs to chill out a little bit. IBIT, that's just basically Bitcoin. EXP, I would love this. This is a beautiful flag. I love that setup. If this wants to break higher this week, I would want to be a buyer. I wouldn't mind a little consolidation up in this range before the break, because then you can have a nice little stop loss, tight stop loss within, even maybe 50% of this range it has here, around 182 or so, and then potentially get a quick little trade on a breakout, or you just want to hold it on a breakout. It all depends on what price wants to do, obviously. NBI asks, curious about this potential double top here. Maybe it just consolidates, does like a little nice cup and handle. Sorry, I can't talk. Not quite ready in my opinion yet, at least not for me. Dallas, I would be interested. Dallas, geez, this ain't football, Dave. Delta, I would be interested in this on a break of these highs, and it's had a nice consolidation here. So it breaks high, stop loss would go around $64 or so. That looks interesting. PGR, nice little undercut of this range, and it failed to go lower. So I would say opposite end range target would be around 260. I'm not going to trade it though. TER, Teradyne. I don't know where I got this name from one of my charts. Not interested right now. Pretty sure this is one of my drone names, GLBE. We have two inside. So day one range, so 2 days within this 114 January 15th range. So I would be interested in a break of that. I would be watching for the break of maybe Thursday high. This does look potentially ready to go with a short float of 4.37%. Not too bad, not too bad. I like at least 5 typically, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. I could always just choose not to trade it. This kind of looks like a reversal play, but I don't fully trust it with those MAs pointing downwards. Go back and look at it, maybe double bottom. EXEL, this could potentially be ready to enter. I need a push off of this. So breakout and a retest. Otherwise, this is just a look below and look above and fail to me. An opposite end range would be target of 33. If this does not hold, what I need that to push higher. So I'm going to create a little alert, which I just moved it. I want it breaking that 37.50-ish again. So maybe I can put a stop loss at 35 or so. I do like, I don't know, I forget if I put that in this week already. I do like EXEL. SMR has some work to do. Not ready this week, in my opinion. Google, maybe if it breaks higher. We shall see. I'll create an alert for it. This could potentially be ready for this week. I'm not 100% sure, though. CVNA has some work to do. AVGO, this could potentially be ready for this week, especially if it wants to break that 239-ish level. I'll send that to keep on my watch. Let's see, Google, I'll just put that on there too. I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't actually know the difference between those two. I probably should, but I never learned. LEU looks like it wants to do a little reversal, has some work to do. TSM, some people are calling it a double top here. I don't really believe it, but we shall see. App, I do like app. I just need it to break and hold that whatever I just had on there, 353 or so, and move higher. Otherwise, it's in a beautiful range. I think that's Monday, would have been a beautiful buy, but didn't. Good old Zillow, downtrend line break. Let me draw that out for you so you can see it. Potentially, if it wants to pull back maybe somewhere down here and retest that, I would be a potential buyer around 73 or so, or some sort of pullback after the strong move to create a higher low versus that. I don't know if it'll be ready this week. Otherwise, it's too extended, so it needs a pullback in my opinion. AS looks interesting. Short float. What's the average daily volume? A lot of average daily volume, so that's pretty solid. Potentially ready. I'll create a price alert around there. That could be a nice 10 EMA grinder. You can see that it grinds up that 10 EMA with respect to the 20 EMA there. That could be potentially ready to enter. I'll put that in my watch list there. Next, HUT. So Bitcoin, there's a lot of like Trump coin, Melanie, however you say her name, coin, all this coin crypto stuff going on right now. I'm just gonna let it chill out. And although I am in XLM right now, but we'll see. It's gonna be pretty volatile over the next few weeks to months, I'm sure. OKLO looks pretty interesting. Any break above that high, that could be a buy. Anyway, back to crypto. I think it's going to be pretty volatile. So I think I'm just going to let that chill for a little bit. ALK looks pretty interesting. Maybe a buy above Friday's highs. And again, I'm just kind of going quickly here to see what I like naturally, what my eyes gravitate to, and then you guys can see what I gravitate to. Most of these MAs are, Amazon looks pretty nice. We have I would say this is a bull flag. It's shown pretty decent relative strength over the last few weeks, especially as the market has corrected. I think it only corrected like 7% or so, something like that. But flagged beautifully to the 50 SMA, basically the weekly 10 EMA or so, 10 SMA, one of those. But Amazon looks beautiful. It did break out of that downtrend line, so that looks like a solid look in my opinion. JBlue, another Jets name, choppy chop chop chop. ALAB, this looks potentially ready to go. I would want a break of those topping tails there of 136, and I would consider purchasing that. That is actually a really nice look. Nice, tight risk-reward entry, in my opinion, right around these MAs. Maybe, you could even put it below this 121 or even this 118 lows, especially if it wants to set a higher low there. RNW has a lot of top and tails, too many. Tesla, always looking for Tesla. Let me add that to this week. Always looking for my bestie in a Tessie. IonQ, I need to take these off. I don't think Square has some work to do. CCJ has some work to do. HIMS looks pretty solid. Especially, check this out. Look on the weekly. I'm going to zoom out. Weekly. Let me blow this up real quick. Highs, breakout, nice cup, little handle, breakout, retest. Engulfing green, increase volume prior 3 weeks. HIMS looks really nice. If I had more money in my long-term account, I'd buy this, but I don't. But yeah, I do like that look overall for HIMS. Let me work that back in here. So maybe this 28.75, call it. I'm gonna put 28.69, but it's an area, right? I do like that. I think I put that in my this week list, but we shall see. Let's see, NVIDIA. I don't know. NVIDIA is always a darling of the market. To me, it's just chopping around. Microsoft is just chopping around. It's been doing nothing for like a year. PLTR, deep pullback. We'll see if it wants to continue on. This could be a market leader. I haven't touched it, honestly. And any has some work to do. Urban Outfitters has some work to do. Dave, hello. This gap continues to hold, so I do like this. It's just kind of sloppy, unfortunately. So I'm going to let it clean up and tighten up a little bit, not be so whippy. UEC, work to do. Joby has some work to do. Southwest, maybe a little undercut here. Has a potential to fail even lower here. However, if it gets back into this 33, above 32.50 or so, I could see it shooting to 34 or 50. That doesn't move enough for me, though. Shop, gap, not able to fill it yet, but shorter term trend lines are down. Higher or lower highs and lower lows are being made. So not interested. QMCO, that's just getting smacked. DDOG, down trend line. I like this because it's getting close to the breakout level on the weekly, specifically this 138 level here. Indecision doji on the weekly candle last week, and so maybe it bounces here. So this is an interesting area for a potential bounce off of these this area here. So I'll keep an eye on it. I think this could be a decent risk reward. However, I would like for it to base. Otherwise, it's just downtrending. I'll probably actually take that one off this week. Apple just getting smacked. I think it was news that like their phones was decreasing in China or something like that. The sales. JKS getting smacked. I need to take JKS and off as well. All right, so that's my watch list for the week. Let me reload this. And then we will have a nice little picture. You guys can screenshot or whatever you would like. And we'll get that going. This wants to load here. What? No. Yeah, focus channel. That's not how this loads. I don't think it's ever done that before. It's kind of funny. All right. Come on. Plans to enter. Boom, bada bing. Voila. Take a screenshot, take the pictures. There are the names that I'm watching. I can organize this by short float for you if you like. There's short float. Snap it. Here's TradeIdeas score. Takes into technical analysis and fundamentals. There's an order for you. Snap it. What do you want? You want relative volume? Snap it. You want change in 5 days? Snap it. You want position in 20-day range? There you go. You want position in year range? There you go. All right. Hopefully this is helpful. Give feedback. If you enjoy these, like, share, all the good stuff. Thank you very much for your time. Stay safe and manage your risk. Later.